Right now, Dane County sets a single-day record for new coronavirus cases, while officials say they expect the surge to continue. And from his hospital bed, we hear from Jacob Blake for the first time since he was shot by Kenosha police last month. Plus, artists from across the country descend on Janesville, where they hope to brighten up the city during the pandemic.
This is News 3 Now at 5:30.
Thanks for joining News 3 Now at 5:30. I'm Amanda Quintana. We'll get to your top stories in just a moment, but first, there's an alert day in the forecast for tonight. Let's get a look at your first warned weather with meteorologist Chris Reese.
Good morning or good afternoon, Amanda. We've been watching this chance for showers and thunderstorms all day long. We had a round this morning. Now it's about what to expect as we move into the rest of the afternoon. Now we've had this thicker cloud cover move in over the past couple of hours. This, if you do not like storms, works in your favor. It has actually slowed the ability for us to increase the instability in our atmosphere. So that being said, the severe threat has lessened, but we still need to be on guard for now. Winds are still out of the south at 10 miles per hour. We're sitting at 76 degrees. 80 show up just back towards the west. And as long as you see that strong southerly wind, that means the cold front, which would ultimately unzip the atmosphere and allow us to tap into the instability that there is, it's still back towards the north and the west. So until that cold front gets here, we cannot write off the severe weather potential. But I, as a meteorologist, can tell you the threat is certainly lessening. We don't even have showers or thunderstorms that have popped up for us at the moment, but here's the severe weather outlook. We're still in that slight risk right now. We're still looking at a level 2 out of 5, but future track just going through the rest of this evening. Notice how it only gives us those small little isolated showers and not widespread severe weather. So we're going to keep an eye on the radar. We're going to keep you up to date as we go throughout the show. We're also still focusing on the heavy rain potential for Monday night through Thursday, and then the cool temperatures next week as well.
All right, thank you so much, Chris. Public Health Madison in Dane County is reporting a record-setting number of positive COVID-19 cases in a single day, with 147 people testing positive on Saturday. Gabriella Becerra joins us with a breakdown of the latest COVID numbers and explains why the county has seen a spike in the last week.
Amanda, Public Health Madison in Dane County says this record-setting day follows several days with over 100 cases reported. But it's important to note that the increase follows the start of classes at UW-Madison. Of the 147 new cases reported yesterday, 120 of them were UW-Madison students or staff. Since on-campus testing started exactly 1 month ago, 698 students and 23 employees have tested positive. Those figures include people tested on campus and at off-campus testing sites. Officials say those numbers could increase after contact tracers complete interviews. Director of Public Health, Janelle Heinrich, says they expected to see a rise in cases with the addition of so many students living downtown and increased testing on campus, but it's important to take action now to prevent high numbers from becoming a trend. Stay with us. Coming up on News 3 Now at 10, we'll share other local leaders' responses, including why Dane County Executive Joe Parisi says high COVID case numbers on campus impacts the greater Madison area.
Thank you, Gabby. Across the state, Wisconsin's 7-day average for new coronavirus tests that come back positive is now more than 10%. According to combined data from DHS and county dashboards, there were 897 new infections over the past day. One more person has died from complications of the virus, while about 11% of the state's 81,000 cases remain active. New video tonight, we're hearing from Jacob Blake for the first time from his hospital bed. Blake is recovering from injuries after a Kenosha police officer shot him 7 times in the back on August 23rd. In the video posted on Twitter by his attorney, Benjamin Crump, Blake urges people to do something better with their lives.
I just want to say, man, to all the young cats out there and even the older ones, older than me, it's a lot more life to live out here, man. Your life, and not only just your life, your legs, something that you need to move around and move forward, and life can be taken from you like this, man.
His family says he's paralyzed from the waist down. We first saw Blake in his hospital bed on Friday when he appeared in court virtually. That hearing was in connection to domestic abuse charges filed against him earlier this year. Blake's attorney entered a not guilty plea on all 3 charges. When it comes to ongoing social justice protests, new CBS News Battleground Tracker polls show Wisconsin voters still leaning toward Democratic nominee Joe Biden entering November's election. According to surveys conducted among registered voters from September 2nd through the 4th, 51% of Wisconsin voters approve of Biden's handling of recent protests. That's compared to just 45% approval for President Trump. But when it comes to considering a choice for president, 46% of likely Biden voters say protests are a major factor in their decision, while 48% of Trump supporters say handling of the protests is one of the main reasons they plan to cast a ballot for the president. That poll is within the survey's 3.7% margin of error. More local news now. One man is in custody after reportedly barricading himself in a bathroom at UW Health's University Hospital last night. UW police say 39-year-old Jesse Cavins was recently discharged after being treated for a drug overdose. Officials say Cavins was armed with a knife. Police tried to negotiate with him, but eventually knocked down the bathroom door where he was found unresponsive. He was booked on tentative charges of felony and possession of heroin and a probation hold. A motorcyclist is dead after a crash last night in Juneau County. Officials say the biker was on County Highway HH in the town of Marion when they lost control. Police say the rider was pronounced dead at the scene. The incident remains under investigation. Artists from across the country are in Rock County this weekend painting 5 different murals in downtown Janesville. Adam Duxter explains why the city is so eager to lend itself as a blank canvas.
Well, for years, Janesville has been known as the city of parks, but those who live here are hopeful that after this weekend, they'll be known for something a little bit more colorful.
I like the creativity aspect of it. You have an idea in your mind and getting that from your head onto whatever medium you're working with and getting it to match.
Stephanie Krowitz isn't used to having so much space.
It was intimidating when I came out and looked, and I was like, what did I sign up for?
The Milwaukee artist normally works in a small studio. This weekend, marking her first time doing a project so large.
And I noticed there's a lot of orange and blue in there.
Which means she has a lot in common with Janesville, a city taking on its largest art project to date, adding not just 1 or 2, but 5 new murals, all downtown in just a few days' time.
We went through and looked for building owners who were willing to work with us and spots that were easy to see.
It's an effort to beautify the city while giving its downtown a new identity. And just like Krowitz,
And so I decided to just go with the birds flying.
Janesville's trying something new and hoping when it's finished, they'll have a masterpiece to be proud of.
It's like a puzzle of, that didn't work, I'm gonna try this instead. Like, I really enjoy that than seeing how it, like if you persevere, what comes out at the end.
And while the Art Infusion event ends today, those murals are here to stay. And with so much changing in downtown Janesville, city leaders are hopeful you'll come pay them a visit sometime soon. In downtown Janesville, Adam Duxter, News 3 Now.
Krowitz says she loves the idea that her art will be accessible to the public year-round. For a list of the locations for those 5 new downtown murals, you can visit our website, channel3000.com. Members of Focus Church in Sun Prairie are back for their first in-person Sunday service since March. Only 2 days after Capital City Church joined as a second location, Wisconsin's initial stay-at-home order stopped regular gatherings.
We've never had the opportunity to have that celebration of 2 churches becoming one. But we said, hey, for Labor Day weekend, let's do it. We can do an outdoor service, we can gather together, be safe, but let's be one. That boy's mom probably planned.
To follow social distancing precautions, members brought chairs to sit in with their groups in the parking lot. Some chose to view the service from their cars.
I think being outside, I'm glad the weather cooperated and we were able to do, I mean, we had a contingency plan, but it's nice being able to just be a community church again. Yeah.
All attendees received a shirt with the words "One Church, One Gathering," symbolizing both of their locations coming to worship in one place. After the service, people ate from food trucks next to the congregation. Head pastor Full-Daisy said that of their 160 members, about 3/4 are able to return to in-person services, while the rest continue to live stream from their homes. The Bucks were looking to avoid the sweep and the end of their season this afternoon, and they're able to do it, holding off the Miami Heat in Game 4, 118-115. Giannis Antetokounmpo finished with 19 points and 4 rebounds before leaving the game with an injury. Melissa Kim will have full highlights and reaction from the bubble coming up in sports. Still ahead on News 3 Now at 5:30, Consumer Reports has tips on how you can save money in your kitchen and which foods you may want to avoid.
It's the 4-day Super Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Summit Firm for only $189.99. Or save 15% on all Casper mattresses and 10% on accessories. Take 25% off our entire Doctor's Choice lineup and save up to $200 on Rejuvenate adjustable bases. Plus 7 years no interest and free shipping right to your doorstep. Hurry, the 4-day Super Labor Day sale ends Monday.
Love getting prices that are lower than low on food that's fresher than fresh? With the Pick and Save app, you can get personalized coupons on top of weekly sales and rewards like fuel points, all for prices that are lower than the everyday low. So go ahead, get lower than low. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
A smile has the power to get you feeling all right. At Aspen Dental, it's all right to smile again with dentures starting at just $3.99. We craft them in our on-site labs from start to finish, so they never leave our office, and you never have to worry. And with dentures made in as little as a day, you can smile right on schedule. Relief you need at a price you can afford. Right fit, right quality, right price. At Aspen Dental, it's all right to smile again. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL today.
Lawless criminals terrorize Kenosha. Joe Biden takes a knee. Biden and the radical left's weak response has led to chaos and violence, and their calls for defunding police would make it worse. President Trump is making it stop, sending National Guard and federal law enforcement to protect Wisconsin's families. Communities, not criminals. Jobs, not mobs. Strong leadership when America needs it most.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5:30.
These days, every penny counts, and no one wants to throw money away. But Consumer Reports says you'd be surprised at how much you can waste in just one room, your kitchen. They reveal the money-wasting spots and what you can do about them.
Let's start with your fridge. Yes, follow your mom's advice and don't stand there with the doors open figuring out what to grab. But a less obvious money waster? Overfilling your fridge.
Cold air needs room to circulate in the fridge. If you overstuff it, it's going to use more energy and cause more wear and tear on the appliance.
And your refrigerator's condenser coils collect dust and other debris that tax the compressor and could lead to a breakdown. To help prevent this, brush out and vacuum the coils every 6 months. Next, your oven. Consider using it less and cooking smaller meals with your toaster oven, microwave, or air fryer to shrink your energy bill. You might be wasting money on cookware by wearing it out.
Avoid using aerosol cooking spray on your nonstick cookware. It can actually build up on the surface and damage it.
If you use your nonstick skillet for high-temperature cooking like searing meat, your pan's coating will wear out more quickly and need to be replaced. So consider investing in a cast iron pan. Some CR Best Buy skillets cost around $25. At the sink, save energy and don't scrub those pots and pans with running water. Let a good soapy soak do the trick. And your dishwasher uses more water and wears out twice as fast if you run it half empty, so fill it up. And don't waste energy pre-rinsing dishes. Your dishwasher's built-in sensors will adjust the wash cycle to get them clean. Finally, one of the biggest kitchen money wasters, tossing spoiled food. We throw out a quarter of all the groceries we buy. Some tips: keep milk out of the fridge door. Consumer Reports tests find that space is often the warmest part of the refrigerator. Keep long-lasting condiments there instead. Making these little changes can stop a lot of money from going down the drain. This is Luz Montez.
CR experts also say when it comes to produce going bad before you can enjoy it, apples, apricots, and pears might be the culprit. These cause These fruits cause produce near them to ripen, so they recommend storing them in a separate bin in the fridge. Coming up on News 3 Now at 5:30, Chris is following chances for showers on Labor Day and more chances after that. He'll have your holiday forecast after the break.
I was sworn into the United States Senate in a hospital. My wife and daughter had been killed in an automobile crash. And lying in the bed were my two little boys. I couldn't have imagined what it would have been like if I didn't have insurance to cover them immediately and fully. 40 years later, one of those little boys, my son Bo, was diagnosed with terminal cancer, given months to live. I can't fathom what would have happened if the insurance companies had the power to say, last few months you're on your own. The fact of the matter is, healthcare is personal to me. Obamacare is personal to me. When I see the President of the United States try to eliminate this healthcare in the middle of a public health crisis, that's personal to me too. We got to build on what we did because every American deserves affordable healthcare. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
News 3 Now and Channel 3000 put top stories and breaking news at your fingertips. Video alerts and forecasts, simple and fast. Download the Channel 3000 app today.
When you put money in a big bank, there it goes. But when you keep your money at Associated Bank, it gets invested close to home. It might become this family's renovation or help this little one's college fund. It could build local business or your favorite neighborhood spot. Because when you bank with Associated Bank, your money works in your community. All you have to do is make a simple choice. Send your money there or keep it here. Associated Bank. Your money works here.
We made USAA insurance for veterans like Liz and Mike. When their growing family meant growing expenses, our agents helped make saving on insurance easy. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for. USAA.
Wisconsin weather can be frustrating. Get the latest forecast, alerts, and detailed traffic reports from the News 3 Now team. Download the Channel 3000 Firstborn app, sponsored by Group Health Cooperative, and be prepared for anything headed our way. News 3 Now Firstborn weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Still watching the weather as we go through the rest of this afternoon and evening. Here's a severe weather outlook over the state right now. Southeastern Wisconsin, all the way from Platteville, really through Green Bay, you are still under that slight risk, level 2 out of 5, for severe thunderstorms. The reality is it's likely going to be less. Me, in my own personal opinion, would say it's more of a marginal risk, level 1 out of 5. That's just yet to be updated by the Storm Protection Center. But here's high-resolution Doppler right now. We're still relatively quiet. Over the past hour, we had a couple of showers that tried to pop up back towards the west, and almost as soon as they popped up, or as fast as they popped up, they began to fall apart and dissipate. Our atmosphere is truly struggling to allow that instability to build. We call this a cap in the world of weather because the true potential of what the atmosphere could do is literally capped off. It's prevented from happening. Here's high-resolution Doppler right now. We still don't have any showers or thunderstorms over the state. The upper Midwest remains overall quiet for us, but we can't write off the severe weather potential just yet. Here's why. We're in what's known as the warm sector right now. That's where your warm fronts towards the north and west. You have your cold front back to, or your warm fronts towards the north and east. Your cold front is back towards the south and west. Until this cold front passes, it's possible that a shower or thunderstorm could go up, tap into the little instability that we have, and become severe. It's just unlikely, but we have to be on guard until that cold front passes. passes. Now, one of the things that's going to happen once that does pass is we're going to watch this wave of low pressure come our direction out of the plains. Check the heavy snow that they're expecting over in the Rockies towards Denver. For us, it's going to be rain. It's going to start Monday night into Tuesday. We're going to see rounds of rain into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday as well. That's going to add up as we go through time. But for now, this is just the storm potential that we'll see later on this evening. Expect things to be very isolated for us. Temperatures will still be into the 70s, but wherever you get a storm, it's not going to be all of us. It's just going to be a few select communities. Most of that will be towards the east of Madison as well. Clearing skies will actually move in for a time overnight. Then those clouds begin to move back in, headed into your Monday. That's ahead of that next round of rain that moves in Monday night into early Tuesday. Check this. This is 1:30 in the morning on Tuesday. Here comes the rain, and by Tuesday afternoon, we are socked in with the showers. We keep that around all the way through Wednesday, off and on showers into Thursday as well. This is the rainfall potential going all the way through the end of the week, and we are talking adding another inch or two, perhaps, of rain on top of what we have out there right now. Here's that extended forecast for you. Check the temperatures, too. After 68 for Monday, 54 is your high on Tuesday, 55 on Wednesday. We're back in the 60s by next weekend, perhaps some low 70s with more sunshine by next Sunday.
It still felt pretty sticky out there today. The temperatures were still pretty high, but it's getting colder.
Yeah, temperatures are close to 80 and the dew points are up. So we have those dew points into the 60s and low 70s. So it's a very muggy day.
Yeah.
For now, not for long.
All right, thank you so much, Chris. The Bucks stepping up when the team needed it most. Highlights from a nail-biting Game 4 next in sports.
With Herzing University's Everywhere Classroom, you can earn a degree in today's hottest fields online. For a limited time, we'll waive your enrollment fee. See what your career can turn into. I'm possible at Herzing. Call or click today.
You call me devious, but you don't understand that all I am is a little mysterious.
So what do you think?
I love it. When you think of a bank, you think of people in a place. But when you have the Chase mobile app, your bank can be virtually any place. So when you get a check, you can deposit it from here. And you can see your transactions and check your balance from here. You can save for an emergency from here. Or pay bills from here. So when someone asks you, where's your bank? You can tell them, here's my bank. Or here's my bank. Or here's my bank. Because if you download and use the Chase mobile app, your bank is virtually any place. Visit chase.com/mobile.
Our seniors that are being hit the hardest, they're frightened. And I want them to know that their health and safety will be my responsibility if I'm your president. And I'll have from day one, ready to go, the best medical experts and scientists to advise on our response. And I will not abandon you. It's a simple proposition, folks. We're all in this together. We got to fight this together. We'll emerge from this stronger because we did it together. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
To the thousands of Herzing University nursing and healthcare alumni, for your tireless commitment, and to all of your brave colleagues across America, we say thank you. I'm possible at
Herzing. Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
Well, before today's Game 4 against the Heat, Bucks head coach Mike Budenholzer told his team, we have got to find a way to win. And the Bucks, well, they heard their head coach's call because it's a win or go home. But the game did not start out in Milwaukee's favor at all, especially for Giannis Antetokounmpo, driving in the second quarter and then re-sprains his ankle. You could audibly hear him scream out in pain there. He took 2 free throws because he was fouled and then limped off to the locker room and did not return. He had 19 points in the game. But this is one of those pivotal moments in a game where teams overcome adversity and why we love sports so much. George Hill among the guys stepping up in the second half. He put up 12. Brooke Lopez also picking up the slack in the fourth quarter. 14 points for him, but we did need overtime for this game 4. Chris Middleton stepping up a big time, making the big shots when it mattered the most. A 3 there, but Miami did keep it close. Check out a familiar face. Tyler Hero answered 11 points, 3 3-pointers for the former Whitnall standout, but Middleton made those key free throws down the stretch. 36 points for him in today's game. Bucks hang on to see another day. 118-115 the final score. Game 5 will be on Tuesday. Rubber match between the Brewers and Indians this afternoon at Progressive Field, and the Brew Crew battling from behind in the 5th, down 2-0. Jacob Nottingham sends it right up the middle. Cesar Hernandez comes home. Brewers down 2-1. But Cleveland adding to its lead in the 6th. Carlos Santana goes left off of Brett Anderson for the RBI single. Brewers lose 4-1. They have the day off tomorrow before heading to Detroit on Tuesday. Now, here's something you don't see often, if ever, in tennis at this level. Novak Djokovic had just lost a game to his opponent and was down in the set. So during the changeover, he hit the ball towards the back of the court behind him. It does not appear that he's looking where he's hitting the ball. Ends up pelting a line judge in the throat. She ended up being okay and walked off on her own, but that disqualified him from the match. Djokovic was the #1 seed and was going for his 18th Grand Slam title and his 26-0 this season.
It seems like we got a little bit of a situation with a drone here.
What's this? Oh, there's a drone above you?
Above me, probably, because I'm doing this interview.
Are they creeping on you?
They're telling us.
Did you do something wrong?
They're telling us to clear the field. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. No, I don't feel safe.
That was obviously a joke. Had to end with a laugh today. We had a lot of serious stuff on the show today. But that is Dodgers second baseman Kike Hernandez being interviewed in the middle of the Dodgers-Rockies game when evidently a drone that was a little more harmless than he made out to be, obviously. Not the first time that's happened this season in Major League Baseball. Maybe some fans trying to get a bird's-eye view of the game because they're not allowed in the stadium. But Amanda, that game 4, I was like pacing around my apartment. I was stress eating. We are just very glad that the Bucks get to see another day.
Oh, yeah. We had a lot of people here watching, and you could just tell from their face what was happening. So they pulled it out.
Yeah.
All right, another game. Thanks so much, Melissa. We'll be back.
Wow, is that really me?
Here, I don't look 61 in 3 weeks. I have no wrinkles, no bags, and this is only because of Plexiderm.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? I'm just in love with the mirror right now.
Plexiderm is a wonderful product. I look at least 10 years younger.
It's a facelift in a jar.
The people you're watching have just seen themselves in the mirror for the first time since we applied Plexiderm to their problem areas. Their reactions are real, and so are the results from using Plexiderm. What's even more amazing is that it takes less than 10 minutes. Now you can watch your under-eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet visibly disappear for just $14.95 by going to plexidermtrial.com and taking the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old. I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. And yet, when you look in the mirror, what you see necessarily isn't what you feel inside. Plexiderm, seriously, it fixes all that. It makes you feel as good outside as you do inside. Honest to God, it's amazing. There's nothing there. Like, the bags are gone.
This is really good. This is, I'm going to fill my bathtub with this stuff and get the whole body this time. All these lines are gone. I feel like a new woman.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shale clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing the appearance of under-eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. At our $14.95 price, it's the best time to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself. So if under-eye bags make you look tired and older, take the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge today for only $14.95. Just go to plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5:30.
So I made the mistake last night of leaving my window open a little bit.
No.
It was very loud. So loud last night. I woke up so many times terrified.
Okay, so you mean apartment window.
Yes.
I was thinking car window.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It wasn't wet, but it was loud.
I intentionally left the window open last night to sleep along with the thunder.
You
That's
like
something
it?
I grew up doing,
Oh,
and so
nice.
I was taking advantage and seizing the
I don't
moments.
like it.
Yeah. Some folks will get multiple chances to do that this week. Keep your windows closed. Multiple chances for rain all week long. If you like to wear sweaters, you're going to love this week.
Now's the
Temperatures will
time.
be in the 50s and low 60s for high 70s don't return until about next weekend. That's when we'll see the sunshine return as well.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.